On the bitter cold evening of January the 14th, 2012, we ended an extraordinarily exciting day at 94 Church Street, Charleston, South Carolina, the downtown home of the Honorable Thomas B.
I know you are thinking, what makes this particular man any different from our other brave Revolutionary War patriots? Well, a lot.
And what ended here that evening began over 2 years ago.
Hello, my name is Tommy Murphy. I was working on the Palmetto Commerce Parkway project in North Charleston, and I noticed off in the distance in the woods there was a marble pedestal standing up. I walked toward it, and as I got closer I realized this was a graveyard with more than one grave. I took this information back to my neighbor, Susan Saunders, who is in the DAR. We went to North Charleston one Sunday evening and walked out on the site, and we copied more information down.
Yet, with all his remarkable credentials, he had been virtually forgotten in South Carolina history, and even the DAR had never recognized him as a patriot. But today, we had rectified both.
As it turned out, 2 years later, we had this big commemorative salute to this man by the DAR. The commemorative salute to him that day was a big event. There was more people than I could imagine.
So as the marking ceremony came to its conclusion, everyone was filled with racing emotion, and no one seemed to want to leave this peaceful place deep in the woods that we had been so mysteriously drawn to. So as we made our way back down the 200-plus yard temporary path, we realized that, hey, the day is only halfway over, and we are now going to celebrate this wonderful family. So off we went to the historic Old Exchange and Provost building in downtown Charleston. As we entered the Old Exchange ballroom, we felt the presence of years past, as this was the place where Thomas B. was elected president of the South Carolina delegates who had gathered there in 1788 for the sole purpose of ratification of the Constitution. This was also the place where Thomas B.'s wife, Susanna, had entertained and danced with his dear friend, President George Washington. Hundreds of beautiful invitations had gone out to state historians, genealogical and preservation societies, and dignitaries from the South Carolina State House. Everyone from the governor right on down received a personal phone call and a formal invitation to what was truly to be a most grand event in South Carolina. When State Regent Marilyn Altman read a resolution brought forth by Senator McConnell just days prior and passed by the South Carolina State Senate, declaring January 14, 2012, Thomas B. Day in South Carolina, our 2-year struggle with property owners and county governments was finally realized. The Honorable Thomas B. was hereafter recognized. But wait, to the continuing cheers of all, the property owners released that the entire Woodstock homestead area would become a green space, a place for the planned adjacent grammar school children to see, learn, and even touch history. As this glorious day ended at 94 Church Street, the sense of fulfillment was overwhelming. Here we were, standing in the historic home of a man we had spent the day celebrating. We marked his grave along with those of his wife and daughter with the prestigious DAR insignia. Then the afternoon's grand reception capped an already fruitful day by exceeding all our expectations. Honored and distinguished guests joined B descendants as we celebrated Thomas B.'s integral role in our country's quest for independence and his unwavering service to our fledgling nation. Our deepest appreciation to this Revolutionary War patriot and to a man who was just doing his job on that fateful day 2 years ago.